When should I tell my boyfriend it's over? I, 20 female, was in a relationship with my boyfriend, 20 male, for 3 years. Recently, he went through my phone while I was pulling an all-nighter for my finals and found out I'd smoked with some of my guy's friends and which he never knew about. I never had sex or anything with them. My relationships with him are strictly platonic and they've never even made any sexual advances towards me and vice versa. I wouldn't have hung out with them had that not been the case. Anyways, he decided I had cheated on him and proceeded to flip out at me from 4 a.m. till my exam, which was at 9 a.m. Once I'd gotten him out of my house, he spent the next few days berating me and attacking me over text and phone call. I tried to be understanding the first couple times, but I can't anymore. I didn't even do anything wrong, just spent some time with my friends who respect me. The last time he called me to attack me, I told him that I need some space and he can contact me on a certain date once he's sorted himself out. He agreed. However, I am happier than ever without him in my life and I have no interest in continuing the relationship. I've realized he is extremely manipulative and abusive and entirely codependent. He weighs me down and I love being alone so much. I haven't been this happy in a long time. But I'm getting nervous about telling him this. My friends are pretty split down the middle. Some are saying I should just tell him now since I've already decided and it would give him fuel to accuse me of leading him on. But the rest are saying to wait out the break since I don't owe him anything. So my question is, should I wait till the date or just get it over with now? Info. I would be telling him over the phone as I'm in the US and he's visiting him family in Europe for all of break. I have no want to see him again and definitely am not going to let this relationship hang over my head for that long, so in person isn't an option. TDLR. I, 20 female, have decided I don't want to be in my relationship anymore during a break. Do I tell my boyfriend, 20 male, now or once the break is over? Now, really can't see why to wait. Do it now and start 2022 fresh and single. Darlin', you already know the answer. Do it now. Get it over with. Dance with joy. I would have a friend over when he gets his stuff. Also change the locks. Good luck and I hope you have a great new year. I would do it immediately and enjoy it. This guy sounds like an absolute doorknob and you'll be all the better without him in your life. When you're done speaking, just block him, don't hear him out and waste that energy. Do whatever you think would be better for you. Specifically for you, not for him. End it now. You'll feel so much weight off your shoulders once you do. You make sure you have your possessions back and change the lock if he has a key to your place and tell him when you feel safe. What a shitty way to behave. Fuck yeah, do it now and don't turn back. Tell him now that you're leaving the relationship. No reason to delay. Might as well tell him now. Good luck and congrats on making this decision. Location flag, don't break it to him, just block, ghost him. He'll figure it out eventually. He has done you a favor in showing you how bad he is. He went through your phone, which is grounds enough for dumping, and has since persisted non-stop in harassing you, so in finally giving you a break by giving him a DNI before then you're not leading him on. It's time you've needed to think and find who you want to be with, and you have done that. You can either wait and tell him or do it now, it doesn't matter, and he may well have figured it out by himself. Besides, he may well not want to be with you either, in which case it's a win-win. Either way you sound better off without him. In no way should he treat you like that. You need to leave him now, but I'd like to see anyone be okay with their significant other smoking with the opposite sex and have them hide it. Learn how to communicate. Honestly, if he's that nuts, it's best to dump him when you have a ton of distance between you. You're lucky, he will be on the other side of the planet from you. Stay safe. Agreeing with everyone else like a chorus singing, no time like the present. He's with family right now, so he'll have support. It makes it so you don't have to see him again. And we totally want an update when it's done. But the rest are saying to wait out the break since I don't owe him anything. This is more of a reason why you should tell him now as opposed to waiting. How about, IDK? When you're ready. Some of these posts on these threads. I can't cold sweat smile. Do it now. Like, stop reading and call him right now. Let it go. Lol, do it RN. Don't wait for anyone's approval, it's your life and you can do whatever you want. Send him a text or a phone call and end it. Say break up now, at least you're doing it with a phone call and not texting it. Do it now. But this guy sounds crazy. Do you have someone who could maybe come stay with you for a few days once he's back in the US? Just tell him right now. Rip off the band-aid and move on with your life. Well, I think you should break up ASAP. Prolonging it only makes it worse. Just tell him you don't want a relationship anymore and that's that. If he harasses you any further, report him to the authorities and campus police. Now girl. Never settle and never compromise your needs. Time is valuable. You know why it's called the new year. You start the year anew and fresh, without any old shit weighing you down. That old shit includes him. Dump his ass. You can tell him, but make sure to include everything so once he's in a state of mind where he actually process what happened, he'd move on and work on his issues too. Yes, you don't owe him, but you still dated for 3 years. That's not a short time. When? Before he harms you, or worse. No better time than now. Tell him now, then block his ass. If he is codependent, he will be doing everything he can to weasel his way back in. Do not let him. Sooner than later is better for both of you. There's a great quote from the TV show Succession. I wonder if the sad I'd be without you would be less than the sad I get from being with you. If the answer is yes, that you feel sadder with them than without, then leave them. Just do it now, get it over with. It will feel better. Now. Thank you, not really. Next. Right away. Everything is figured out. This sounds like a post more for our vent than over here. Letters to Leon. Maybe someday my notes will reach him. You're too young to be dealing with this shit. Tell him ASAP. Break up now. He is completely irrational and abusive, so breaking up in person will only give him the chance go manipulate you or hurt you. You deserve freedom from this person and your sanity more than he deserves the respect of a breakup in person. Why would you wait? Don't even consider him. You'll be relieved that this is no longer hanging over your head. Do it for you. Edit to add. Then change your locks if he has a key, because anyone who has the audacity to stay in your home to berate you for 5 hours isn't anyone you want near you. This is poor conflict management. He sounds controlling on top of that. This probably wasn't meant to be right now. Your own well-being matters. Tell him now. Waiting will just fuel more pain from him and prevent you from moving on if you so choose. The sooner, the better. Just get it over with and tell him now. Make sure to only tell him after you change the locks or set up security measures to ensure your safety. You may think you know him, but you never know what that kind of anger can do to a person. I would say give him some closure and meet him in person, and explain everything to him. What's the point of waiting? Well, if you were honest, even if you only cared for him a little bit, you would respect his feelings as a person and told him the moment that you knew that you didn't want to be with him. But remember, the end of a relationship does not mean that you have to hate or be rude or mean. Continue to be human, and if you cared for him once, then you should still be polite and get along. Going against the grain here, you said your boyfriend found out. It's his fault, but I believe there is less communication. Could be because he's a dick overall. Dump him by text. He goes through your phone and decides you cheated. Let him go through his phone and find out he's single. Now, that being said, New Year's Day is my breakup day. Not every year, but the start of the new year is a great time to evaluate your life and figure out what you want to work toward in the next year. I like to have a State of Our Union address with my partner on that day. I moved out of my ex-husband's house on New Year's Day in 2017, broke up with a boyfriend in 2018. Then got back together with him in the spring, and broke up with him again in 2019. I'm engaged to my current partner, but still plan to have a New Year's conversation to discuss the pros and cons of our relationship and how we can be better partners for each other. The relationship was already dead when you smoked with guy friends without your boyfriend knowing. I don't know any guys that will let their girlfriend get drugged with her guy friends no matter what. Now, he's acting like a tit. Also, next time don't hide shit from someone you are in a relationship with.